I went on a trip to Israel.
Yikes. I mean, I
So
say that, I
yeah,
already knew that.
way outside the bubble. Um, I won't get too into it. It was a very unique opportunity that was presented, and
And you
I
took it.
said yes. I took it. So I was kind of interested. Obviously, the primary reason for going to Israel isn't the automotive culture. I mean, I'm just going to say it. Although there is some interesting automotive history there, but obviously for more historical kind of stuff. But I did observe the car scene there, and it was very interesting. The Chinese OEMs do have a pretty good presence there, and I saw quite a few BYDs, Geelys, and some other brands that I can't remember off the top of my head, but I knew they were Chinese. Quite a few. I wouldn't say a lot of EVs. I'd say probably about 1 in 8 cars there was an EV. But besides the Chinese, by far the Japanese and Korean brands have a huge presence there. I was expecting, you know, kind of due to its proximity to Europe, I'd see quite a few European models. I didn't Proportionally, I didn't see that many. Um, I, of the European brands that were there, a lot of Skodas for some reason. Um, some VWs. Every once in a while, like a BMW or Mercedes. But I would say by far the biggest brands there are probably Toyota, Mazda, and Subaru, and then quite a few Hyundais and Kias too. So yeah, it was just kind of an interesting kind of observation. Strangely, I also saw about 2 or 3 Silverado EVs.
So you
Uh,
sent me a text of one of those. So there was more than one?
yeah, there's more than one. I also saw a Hummer EV, which you got to realize in a country where the streets were originally designed for like donkeys and camels, like how huge those vehicles are. Weirdly, I did see a few Ford Super Duties, but it looked like they were more like work commercial applications. So it's this weird mishmash of like a lot of Japanese and Korean brands, like some of the Chinese EV startups. And then for the commercial vehicles, a lot of American, like like almost all the ambulances over there are Chevy Expresses. Just a really interesting automotive market because it's kind of a, like I said, kind of a mix of like different brands and different segments and stuff.